Hi, I'm Katie Walker, and welcome to the Live Green in Plano Buzz, your source for all things sustainability in Plano. This month, we have a trashy takeover in the best way possible. Our interview guest is extremely passionate about cleaning up litter. She's made a tremendous impact toward keeping Plano clean and green, and she invites you to join her this spring. I'm here with Becky Sherman Choi, Litter Awareness Coordinator for the City of Plano and the Queen of Clean and Green. Thank you so much for joining me today, Becky.
Thanks for inviting me to talk trash with you today, Katie.
Of course. Well, Becky has single-handedly collected over 8 tons of litter just in her time as a volunteer with the City of Plano, not even counting her time as a staff member. It's amazing. So what motivates your passion for cleaning up litter?
So we moved to Plano about 9 years ago, and I immediately got involved in the Live Green in Plano volunteer program. And I had noticed some litter in a waterway next to our apartment complex. I borrowed some supplies and I was hooked. I've been a litter cleanup addict ever since.
A litter cleanup addict, we love it, that's wonderful. Today we're here at the Big Lake Park Spillway, and as you can see, it's a little bit trashy. So how does this happen?
A couple weeks ago, this was a lot trashier. Somebody's done a cleanup here. Our waterways get a lot of litter because anything that's left on the ground during a rainstorm is swept into the storm drains and immediately taken to our waterways. On a windy day like this, the light items like foam and plastic bags get blown into the waterways. And then unfortunately, there are some people who intentionally dump their trash here.
It's such a shame. So what would you say are some of the most littered items?
A lot of it is cigarette butts, wrappers, candy wrappers, fast food wrappers, bottle caps. A lot of our litter, unfortunately, is plastic. And plastic never goes away, it just breaks down into smaller pieces.
And where do you find the most litter? Is it in parks like this?
So we get a lot of requests from people to clean up in parks, which is great, but they're not usually the trashiest places in town. You know, as we can see, our waterways collect a lot of litter, but our waterways wouldn't have as much litter if our roadways and parking lots were cleaned up. And so those are where we could really use a lot of help.
So why would you say this is a great time of year for litter cleanups?
Right now is Great American Cleanup season. We call it GAC. And so the season lasts from March 1st through May 31st. And it's kind of like spring cleaning for the environment. It's a good time to get in the waterways and clean them up before there's a lot of vegetation and poison ivy. We also have Great American Cleanup Day, which is on March 28th this year.
If folks want to get involved, what can they do?
So the first thing they can do is check out plano.gov/GAC to find out about all of our special events during GAC season. You can also register for these cleanups. I do want to remind people that GAC Day registration ends on March 23rd.
Okay, great to know. So get those registrations in soon if you want to participate on March 28th. So we'd love for you to participate during the season, but litter cleanups can happen year-round. Is that right?
That is right.
Okay.
Litter never ends, so I can use volunteers year-round. So if anyone needs some fresh air and exercise and some good clean fun, they can go to plano.gov/cleanup and request supplies from us so that they can do their own litter cleanup. And we also have a new litter letter e-newsletter that people can sign up for.
Fabulous. Well, we sure hope that they do. Thank you so much, Becky, for leading the charge. And thank you, viewers, for joining us and helping keep Plano clean and green this spring. Litter and recycling go hand in hand, as frequently littered items like plastic bottles and aluminum cans can actually be recycled. In this month's Recycle Right wrap-up, Michael and Becky take a closer look at litter. Take it away, you two.
Thanks, Katie, and hello, Plano. I'm here with Becky, and Becky, I know we just did a litter cleanup, but I see recyclables on this table. Let's talk about it.
That is true. So a couple years ago, there was a litter study done in the state of Texas, and they found that 38% of the litter could have been recycled. So that's a third of our litter that could have gone on to live another life. So I thought we'd do a little show and tell with some litter that we picked up.
Absolutely.
So the most popular littered item will be plastics. So I have these plastics and these flattened plastics. Can you tell us about recycling?
Well, the recycling facility sorts all of the materials in a recycling cart. They don't clean. So when you get crushed, dirty items going to the recycling facility, they don't make the cut. They're not resellable.
We also find a lot of aluminum on the side of the road. Some of it is 3D and some of it has been smashed. What's up with this?
Just like the plastic, if it's smashed and flat, it gets trapped under other items. Let's keep it clean, dry, and uncrushed.
Another littered item in everybody's residential neighborhoods are these ads. And when it rains really hard, a lot of these end up in our creeks. So what should people do with these?
Clean plastic film can be taken to a store with a collection bin. Dirty plastic film is going to have to go in the trash. Now, if you can get a hold of paper, it's got to be clean and dry before it goes in your cart. Wet, dirty paper needs to go in your trash. If you have more questions about recycling, please visit us at plano.gov/recycling, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, Michael and Becky. We hope you enjoyed our trashy takeover. We'll see you soon for the next edition of the Live Green in Plano Buzz. Until then, follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our monthly e-newsletter at livegreeninplano.com to stay in the know.